Hey friends, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make flour tortillas at home. Now, chances are you probably already have all the ingredients you need in your kitchen. Now, don't worry, I will leave the recipe down in the description box below. Now, a disclaimer. Traditionally, flour tortillas call for lard in their recipes. However, I don't keep lard on hand, and my goal is to make food based on what I keep in my pantry. So for this recipe, I will be substituting lard for bacon grease. But ideally, you can use any fat that you have on hand. It could be oil, butter. If you have lard, that's great. But for the purposes of this recipe this time around, I will be using bacon grease. I start by throwing my dry ingredients in a bowl. Once I've measured out my bacon grease, I'll throw it in the microwave to get it into liquid form. I'm also going to warm up the water before adding it in. I make a well at the bottom of the bowl, and then I start adding the bacon grease and the warm water and then combining until it's like a shaggy mixture. At this point in the process, my toddler woke up from her nap, so she's going to be my little helper in the kitchen. Now it's time to dump out my dough ball onto the floured surface and start kneading. And the biggest challenge right here is to keep my toddler from eating pieces of raw dough. Now I cover the dough ball and let it rest for 20 minutes. Once the dough ball has time to rest, I had divided it into 16 pieces. However, I don't feel like these tortillas were big enough to be burritos, so next time I'm going to make them a little bigger. I will probably only get 8 tortillas out of the next batch. I saw in another video that somebody had used freezer gallon Ziploc bags to press the tortillas. So I figured I'd give it a shot and see how I liked it. The concept is cool, but it did not work out for me. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips or tricks on how to do this. In the past, I've used just a rolling pin to roll out my tortillas. I thought that this tortilla press would help save me time, but I don't think it's working out the way I wanted it to. After a while fiddle farting around with this Ziploc bag, I decided to just go ahead and use the parchment paper that came with the tortilla press to press these tortillas out. Dusting the top and bottom was very helpful in making sure that when I peeled the tortillas off the parchment paper, they came off smooth. Using the parchment paper worked out way better in the long run. However, they did come out kind of small. It was hard to make burritos out of these size tortillas. So in the future, I might use the tortilla press to help get the tortilla started, but I'll probably finish with a rolling pin rolling it out to get it the size that I want. My toddler decided she didn't want to help me in the kitchen anymore, but that's okay because my newborn decided he needed my attention. So here I am trying to press tortillas one-handed. And I know what you're thinking. Girl, that was a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but with flour tortillas running about $3.50 a bag with questionable ingredients, I decided to take the time to make my own, and I do not regret it in the long run. With that said, I'm not going to have time to do this every week when I go back to work. So my plan is to make a whole bunch at once and then freeze it and take it out as we need. We haven't tried these tortillas after they've been frozen, so that's going to be a bit of experiment, but I'll keep you guys updated.